So hi and welcome to day 12 of the Living with Purpose Challenge. All right, so here's the thing. I am not going to make this long because this is a subject that you probably don't want to talk about. So yesterday we talked about how much time you're vegging out in front of the TV or the computer and how much time slips away from us, right? Because we looked at time as being a very precious gift that is given to each and every one of us. But today I'm going to kind of touch on a touchy topic. It is one of the biggest time thieves. Social media. I know, I said it, social media. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing tool. And I'm not anti-social media. But it can also be really, really distracting. Really distracting. If it doesn't matter if it's Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. Some people still use Tumblr, and especially TikTok or any other social media platform, right? But it basically can become such a wormhole, something like a black hole that really sucks you in if we're not really careful. And that's the key about being very mindful of what we're doing and when we're doing it. Now, social media, the biggest problem is that, it's basically everywhere, right? We check it from our computers, our tablets, our phones, anything. We get alerts, we check in when we're bored, if we have a couple of minutes to kill, and before you know it, so much time has passed by. It's like you went to go look at one thing, and the next thing you know, it's been like 30 minutes or even an hour, or honestly, 2 hours have gone by. If you think about it, first thing in the morning, sometimes you get up, and you go to maybe check your email or you look at one thing and the next thing you know, it's been 2 hours that has passed by because you're on social media. And that's what I mean by social media can be a very great tool if it's used wisely and not becoming an actual distraction in our lives. So we want to ensure that it's not pulling us away from things and actually helping us to accomplish those things that we want to accomplish and living a more purposeful and meaningful life. Now, I've given you some exercises in the past about doing a time inventory to see where your time is going. And yesterday we looked at seeing how much time you're spending on television. But I'm going to have you do the same thing when it comes to social media, right? Because sometimes we don't realize exactly how much time we're spending on social media. And we're missing, important conversations because we might be supposed to be involved in a conversation, but we are actually really involved in what's going on social media. So think about those things. How often do you miss part of a conversation or a fun moment with your kids because you're busy commenting on a Facebook post or retweeting something or pinning a fun craft idea that you probably won't actually really get around to it? Are these things worth missing all the important little moments in your life? And if you think about it, what would you have time and mental energy to do if you weren't constantly distracted by social media? It's the number one distraction that causes us from missing out on very important things in our life. So, as I mentioned, I want you to do a little bit of an exercise. Carry around a pen and paper with you and get a click counter or an app on your phone and start keeping track of how many times you actually access social media per day. Do it. See how many times you actually access social media per day, and include every device, whether it's your phone, a tablet, your computer, and even your smartwatches and your smart TVs, all of those devices, and actually keep a running tally. You'll be shocked by how high that number actually is. This is, like I said, this is the one distraction that isn't usually caught by your time log. We talked about a few days ago, since social media interactions are so frequent and so quick. So it really just kind of gets by you. But trust me, it's no matter how brief you accessing each platform, it really adds up and distracts you from other things. So try that and see how much time you're spending on social media. And don't forget to include like all your devices. And I know you don't want to do this, but I'm telling you, it's so important to do, because you want to get to living more intentionally and doing things with purpose. We don't want to let social media posts distract us from like our goals and things that we like really desire to do, because remember, you only have so much time in a day. And if you start looking at how much time every day you're spending on social media and then looking at that percentage, what else could you have been doing with that time? Could that be leading you to accomplishing your goals or accomplishing those dreams, or using your gift, talents, and abilities to do something that's more impactful for your life and the lives of others? Now, again, I'm not saying that there isn't a time for social media, because that's far from the truth. What I'm saying is that we just want to be more intentional so that we can also intentionally connect with people, because social media can also be dangerously addictive. Again, don't believe me. Try this. Commit to not using social media at all for 48 hours. You probably just lost your whole breath and your whole mind for about a whole second. But do it. Commit to not using social media at all for 48 hours. Just turn it off. Turn off your alerts on your phone. Don't allow yourself to use it. Don't go to any of the sites, and then see how it feels. Do you miss it? Do you get nervous? Do you get anxious? Do you have this fear of missing out of what's going on? And if so, that means you have become very much so addicted. It is a difference between being on social media and having fun with it, using it for your business or anything like that, versus being truly addictive. If you can't go 24, 48 hours without checking it, being on it, and being nervous or anxious about being connected on there, it's an addiction issue. Matter of fact, how about even going longer than that? You can try it. So here's the thing. It's time to take control over social media instead of letting social media take control over us. What can you change today to make that happen? I have a tool for you. I have something called a technology detox. This is a good way to reset and remove distractions that keep you from focusing on things that are most important in your life. And it will help you to live, or get one step closer to living more intentionally and more purposefully. And if you want to start detoxing your space and start getting closer to God and understanding who He says you are, and start listening and paying closer attention to the things that He's been trying to show you about living in purpose, or living with purpose and living more intentionally so that you can have that more fulfilled life, then try the technology detox. It is a journal. It takes you through 30 days. Yes, 30 days. It takes you through 30 days of not using technology. Now, you can break that up and do whatever form you want to do. You can use social media. You can say, okay, I'm not going to watch television, or whatever it is that you want to do. Or you can do a combination of both. But you can go to my website at shawandarandolph.com. and you can go ahead and download that technology detox. Now, right now, if you are a part of the She Builds According to Her Faith, which is a community for women visionaries, this is offered to you always at a discounted rate. All books, journals, programs, courses, all these are available to you always at a discounted rate. So if you're not a member, join the community and always get a discounted rate off for all the products. But if not, it is available to you as well. But go to shawandarandolph.com and look for the technology detox workbook. It is a challenge that you can take. And if you want some help going through it, just reach out. We'll help you out. I hope this has been a blessing to you. I hope this has been very, very helpful to you, to help you to understand how social media can be helpful to you, how it can be harmful to you, and also understanding the difference between how you're using it and how it can actually abuse you. I know it sounds weird, but it can be very addictive, and therefore it can cause harm and keep you from living a more purposeful and intentional life. I know this is not a topic that we really want to talk about, but I'm here to really help you to live with purpose and on purpose, and whatever information I need to give you to help you to live the life that you desire and you deserve, I am all here for it. I am here for you. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Shawanda. I'm here to help you to live in purpose and on purpose, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. like, subscribe, and follow so that you can get the notifications for your messages each and every day to help you to live with purpose according